are all the fantasy books that take place in a medieval slash dynastic Indian or Arabic world.
Oh, look, it's me again, answering my own question because you guys keep giving me really good book recommendations, so I'm just gonna keep making these videos. Dandelion Dynasty by Ken Liu. This is an epic silkpunk fantasy set in an East Asian archipelago where engineers, inventors, and rulers struggle through rebellion, dynastic conflict, and mythic challenges to remake their world after the aftermath of a fallen empire. Phoenix King by Aparna Verma. This is an adult fantasy novel set in an Indian-inspired desert kingdom where ancient fire magic and advanced technology coexist, blending political intrigue, romantic subplots, and a prophecy-driven narrative. An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. This is a YA fantasy novel that's inspired by Roman and Asian worlds that combines romance, adventure, and coming-of-age themes. Jasad Air by Sarah Hashem. This is a YA Egyptian-inspired fantasy set in a kingdom where magic is forbidden, following a slow-burn enemies to lovers romance between a fugitive queen and the heir of her greatest enemy. This Woven Kingdom by Tahera Mafi. This is a YA fantasy novel set in a Persian-inspired kingdom. It's got lush world building, a forbidden enemies to lovers romance, and magic-infused intrigue. The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. This is an adult epic fantasy set in a war-torn African-inspired Bronze Age world, following a relentless tale of vengeance, brutal battles, rigid caste divisions, and simmering political intrigue. Kiki by Vaishnavi Patel. This is a mythological retelling set in ancient India, where a queen rises from overlooked princess to powerful warrior and diplomat. And the book as a whole seeks to challenge the original mythological tellings of her character. She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan. This is an adult historical fantasy novel set in 14th century China that reimagines the rise of the Ming Dynasty through a detailed, mythically infused story of gender, power, identity, and queerness. The Lions of Al Rasan by Guy Gabriel Kay. This is an adult historical fantasy set in a Moorish Spain-inspired land. Political intrigue, loyalty, love, war, and conflict swirl around our three main characters. And finally, The Sword of Kaien by Emma Wong. This is an adult Japanese-inspired fantasy set in a remote snowbound village where elemental magic, samurai traditions, and modern technology collide. Feel free to comment more recommendations below, and I might just keep making more of these. Who knows? And as always, feel free to follow for more book-related content, as well as my rants and random rambles.